Today I want to talk about the accessories that made my life as a record collector easier. Hi, my name is Frank. Welcome back to channel 33 RPM, your channel for vinyl gear and more. So I got some cool products I want to run through here. And they're all affordable, right? There's nothing super expensive here. Some are more expensive than others. More importantly, these all come from relatively small independent businesses, and I'm all about supporting independent businesses. I have to stress, this is not an endorsed video. These companies that have paid me to say these things. In fact, they have no idea I'm doing this video, but I do throw my support behind all the things I'm going to show you today, and I urge you to check them all out. First of all, I'm a fan of old school disc washer record cleaning brushes, but since you can't buy the old school good ones anymore, I had to find an alternative. And I gotta say, I love the record cleaning brushes that Groove Washer puts out. They're an American company. These are made in the USA, and they're absolutely fantastic and affordable. So I use my Groove Washer brush all the time. Those guys make some other cool things. Here's one. This is the Groove Washer record weight. And I was just looking at their website. I'm not sure if they sell this anymore, which is too bad because it is a very good record weight. It's heavy enough without being too heavy. It's well made. And I was a skeptic at first when I got the record weight. I thought, what's the point? Does this really do anything? But after using this now for a year or two, I can definitely see the benefit of these, particularly with the thinner albums, right? I've noticed that when I put them on my platter and look straight at them, they are not coupled with the platter. Put this down and it helps couple it with the platter, thus reducing vibrations, thus improving the sound quality you're getting from your records. Is it day and night? No, not at all. But I have come to really dig the record weight. And if Groove Washer's not making these, there are plenty of other places to get these record weights. And I know when I've talked about these before, people have said, well, doesn't that mess with the rotation of your record player, right? Doesn't it slow it down? Doesn't it cause issues? I have not had any issues. Maybe other people have. I'm speaking strictly for myself. I have enjoyed using a record weight. Finally, since we're still talking about Groove Washer, I'll give a shout out to their record cleaning fluid. I use it with their brush. I use it with other brushes. Is it the best record cleaning fluid I've ever tried? I don't know. It certainly does a great job. It's affordable, and I do use it all the time. So I will give a recommendation for the Groove Washer G2 high-tech record cleaning fluid. It does do a really good job. Okay, I need to talk about vinyl storage solutions. These guys from my hometown came onto the scene a few years ago, and man, Mike, who designed their stuff, just in a sense revolutionized record sleeves. I'll show you one of them, and what I love from Vinyl Storage Solutions are their dual pocket sleeves, right? It's one sleeve, but there's two pockets in here. One pocket is for the jacket, another pocket is at the back for the records. They keep them separate. You never have to open up the part with the record itself. If you don't want to, it can be preserved forever and ever. Oh man. And there's easy access to the record itself at the back. Some of them have flaps, so there's different ones, right? This one has no flap on top. You can just easily access your record. There's ones with tuckable flaps. There's ones with flaps that there's tape on here. Some people like the ones with the flaps and the tape so dust doesn't go in. I prefer no flaps. I like them all. Don't get me wrong, but I prefer no flaps. And I haven't noticed an issue with dust at all. But that all comes down to personal preference. I love the way these look, the way they make the album cover artwork pop. I don't know if this is the best example. Here's another example. I love the way they look. And Mike, who started Vinyl Storage Solutions, recently sold the company. He's retired. I don't know who the new owners are, but here's hoping they continue with all the good stuff Mike started, because this stuff, I love it. Of all the things I'm going to show today, these outer sleeves in particular are probably my favorite thing. But Vinyl Storage Solutions makes all sorts of other stuff. They make a variety of outer sleeves. They make a variety of inner sleeves and a bunch of other stuff. If you haven't checked their stuff out, Go to vinylstoragesolutions.ca, check it out. A lot of really good stuff. And stay tuned for sales. They often have sales. Okay, what else is on my list? Oh, this company. This is another Canadian company based out of Quebec called Stable 33.33. And they are really making some innovative products. And again, this is stuff that was sent to me by my friend Jacob. And he sent it to me, I was kind of like, what is this? Will this come in handy? But it's proven to be really handy. This device here, this is called a transit platter. And I heard about a transit platter. I'm like, what the hell is that? Basically, this is a little device, a little thingy, and you put it beside your record player or wherever, and you use this to rest your records on. And again, this is one of those things I never knew I needed until I got it, right? Oftentimes, I might have a record in my hand and I want to put it on my turntable and the lid is closed, or I have to do something and I'm looking for some place to put the record down on, and where do I put it? You put it on this. Again, this is a transit platter, and there's basically the equivalent of a turntable center spindle there. It keeps it securely in place. And that's really all there is to it. This particular one, it's a little bit expensive. It is expensive, but it's well made. It's heavy. It's hard to tell you how heavy this is until you feel it. I mean, 5 pounds maybe? I don't know. And it's all handmade in Canada. It says on here, Stable 33.33. It's signed by the maker. His name is Sylvain. And on the back, there's this material to prevent it from moving. They have 2 types of transit platters. This is the more expensive, the more durable one. There's also a more affordable version. But again, this is one of those products I never knew I needed until I started using it. Now I use it all the time. One more item here from Stable 33.33, and this one has an odd name. This is called a vinyl center hole reamer. Reamer. Almost sounds rude, right? And again, this is handmade, handcrafted in Canada from really quality products, small business. And what this is, it's got like this metal thing here. And you use this to make the center hole on your record bigger, right? Oftentimes, particularly nowadays. This seems to be more of an issue now than it was in prior years or prior decades. But often enough, I'm getting new records and the center hole is just a little too small, a little too snug, a little too hard to get on the turntable, right? Well, this is a little knife that you use to increase the size of that hole. You put it on one side of your record, you turn it, flip the record over, do another side, a couple little turns, and that's all there is to it. And this is the exact right size to fit on your center spindle on your turntable. I find I'm using this all the time. I know a lot of people use knives or pencils. There's a lot of other ways to do it, but if you're tired of fiddling with all that other stuff and you want a professional product guaranteed to work every time, I recommend this vinyl center hole reamer from Stable 33.33. The company's based in Quebec, Canada, and Quebec is a French-speaking province. When you go to the website, you can see stuff in both languages. If English is your language, just make sure you go to the English part. Don't get frustrated. A couple people have told me they saw the French and they're like, what do I do? Both languages are there. Just go to the English side and you'll figure it all out. Stable 33.33. Another product I want to show you, and this is another one of those. I thought, how often am I going to use this? But I've used it quite a bit. This is a record roller. And this comes from VinylVac. VinylVac is one of many companies that sell these, right? You can get generic ones online as well. But this is cool. It's got this kind of like sticky material, and you just put this on your record, and you spin it around, or you roll it around your record, and it picks up all the little dust, all the little contaminants, all of that kind of stuff. It does a really good job, and when it gets dirty or the stickiness goes away, you just run it under tap water, clean it and dry it, and it's good to go again. So VinylVac sells this. Of course, many of you have heard of VinylVac. They sell the homemade record cleaning vacuum system, right? A little brush you put on a wet vac and use that to clean your records. That's cool. I have one of those. It works well. I don't use it a ton, but it works well. It's my laziness, right? Getting the vacuum cleaner out and all that. It's not a big deal. It shouldn't be a big deal. It's all on me. It does work well. But they also sell these record rollers in the kit that comes with a large microfiber cloth to put your record down on. Comes with this, the 4-inch record roller. Comes with the stylus brush and anti-static brush. And it works well. The thing is, it can sometimes generate static on the record. So after I use this, I use my Milty Zero Stat gun, right? This, I'm changing gears here slightly, but this is the best solution I've ever used. Second to none when it comes to reducing, removing, eliminating static electricity from records, particularly where I live and the winter gets so cold and the air is so dry, records tend to get really staticky. This blasts that static right off. This is, I think they're $100 or something. People ask me if it works, but this really does work. So I wasn't going to include this on my list of cool products, record accessories that changed everything for me, game changers. But this, now that I think about it, this definitely is one. Again, highly recommend it. The Zero Stat 3 Milty anti-static gun. When you use it, you have to press the handle really slowly. I did it too fast, so you don't want to hear that click. And then you let go of it as well. Works like a charm every time. All right, 33ers, what are some record accessories that changed everything for you? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you dug this video. While you're here, you might as well check out this other video. I think you'll like that one as well. I'll see you there in a couple of minutes. Till then, keep on spinning.